The T squad is Kirsty. You know what time it is. We dropping the tea, sipping that tea. Hey, receipts on the beat, we got the inside steep. Spill it, sip it, serve it, come get it with me. It's dropping the tea, dropping the tea. We drop.
Hey T Squad, it's Kirsty, and today the tea is ice cold. Because a crime that happened back in 1967 just got solved in 2025. Yeah, you heard that right, 58 years later. This is one of the UK's oldest cold cases ever closed, and the story behind it is unreal. So grab your mug, because we're about to sip some vintage justice. Picture this, you're 92 years old, thinking the past is buried, when suddenly DNA evidence kicks your front door in. That's what happened to Ryland Headley, a man who thought he'd gotten away with murder for almost 6 decades. Spoiler alert, he didn't. It's June 28th, 1967. Bristol, England. 75-year-old Louisa Dunne lives alone in Easton, a quiet neighborhood where everyone minds their business. But that night, someone broke in, and Louisa never made it out alive. Police found her strangled inside her home. The scene was grim, but they collected what evidence they could. A single palm print, her clothing, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. Back then, DNA testing wasn't even a dream, so the case went cold. File closed, decades passed, everyone moved on, except justice. Fast forward to 2023. Detectives reopened Louisa's case as part of a cold case review. They pulled her preserved clothing from evidence storage, and this time, they found something new. A usable DNA profile. When they ran it through the national database, it matched a man whose sample was taken years earlier after a 2012 arrest. That man was Ryland Headley. The match was strong, and when they compared his palm print, perfect fit. Almost 60 years later, they finally had their suspect. Headley was arrested, charged, and brought before Bristol Crown Court. By now, he was 92 years old enough to remember when color TV was brand new, but the evidence didn't care. On June 30th, 2025, a jury found him guilty of rape and murder. The very next day, July 1st, the judge sentenced him to life in prison with a 20-year minimum term. At that age? Yeah. He's never walking out. Here's what makes this case powerful, T Squad. Every piece of that evidence, the clothing, the fingerprints, the reports, was stored for almost 6 decades. If any of it had been lost, Louisa Dunne's killer would have died a free man. Instead, forensic tech caught up. It's proof that science and patience can outlive even the most arrogant criminals. Justice might crawl, but it does show up. And when it does, it hits hard. We spend a lot of time talking about flashy crimes, headline cases, celebrity scandals, but this is the quiet kind of story that deserves the spotlight. A 75-year-old woman no one famous ever talked about, but she mattered. Her life mattered. And now, decades later, so does her justice. That's the real tea. So, T Squad, tell me, do you think justice still counts when it comes almost 60 years late? Or should there be a limit to how far back we chase it? Drop your thoughts below. I'm diving into those comments tonight. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And check out the Dropping the True Crime Tea playlist for more unbelievable cases that prove truth never stays buried. And if you're a creator trying to grow your own channel, the link to vidIQ is in the description. That's the same tool I use to track trends before the rest of the internet catches on. I'm Kirsty, and this was Dropping the Tea. See you in the next one, where we dig up more stories the world tried to forget.